Hey guys, it's me, Mario. Today we're going to read the last chapter of Narga, the sea monster. Chapter 10, the Whirlpool. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. Let me turn down the music. Chapter 10, the Whirlpool. I will not let Sepron die. Tom clenched his fists. Then we need a new plan, and fast, Eleanor replied. Tom looked around him. Just a few paces away, he saw a length of rope. Suddenly he remembered how Eleanor had skillfully fired two lengths across the quicksand. He leaped forwards and grabbed the rope. "Tie this to an arrow," he said, passing it to Elena. "I need you to shoot it." Elena gave him a puzzled glance, but didn't hesitate. Grasping one end of the rope, he fastened it securely to an arrow. "Fire when I give you the signal," Tom instructed. "Aim just past Narga." Looking even more confused, Elena fixed her arrow in place. Tom braced himself, preparing for the jump of his life. Sepron lies simply on the surface of the water, though the feeble movement of his coils told Tom he was still alive. All six of Narga's heads let out a roar of triumph as they reared up to deliver another assault upon the good beast. "Now!" Tom exclaimed, as Elena loosened the arrow. Tom lunged himself into the air after it. He grasped the shaft and directed it in a side arc around Narga's neck. Touching down briefly on the beast's back, he pushed off again, using the power of the golden boots, and landed back on the deck at Elena's side. All six of the beast's necks were caught in the loop. His friend was gazing at him in admiration. "Tom, that's brilliant!" she exclaimed. Drawing on the length of the golden breastplate, Tom grasped the other end of the rope and pulled it tight. Narga's heads thrashed back and forth, hissing with rage, but the evil beast couldn't escape. "Here," Tom thrust both ends of the rope into Elena's hands. Hold on." Elena braced herself against the mast, her feet apart to keep her balance, as the furious Narga tried to drag himself free. Tom drew his sword and whirled it around his head. When he let go, it spun towards Narga, and the sword blade sheared through all six of the beast's necks. Got something in my eye. The sword curved around and returned straight into Tom's hand, while Narga's six heads dropped like stones into the black ocean and sank. Narga's body melted like butter on a hot day, until finally it dissolved into the water and was gone. Elena dropped the rope and let out a long, shuddering sigh. "You did it," she breathed. "We did it," Tom replied. The place where Narga's body was disappeared. Suddenly began to bubble. Then it swirled faster and faster until it formed a whirlpool. Tom and Elena's boat was swept to the edge of it, but not further. Looking down into the depths of the pool, Tom saw sunlit green water, with a sandy beach and gently rolling hills in the distance. "It's Aventia," he whispered. "A gateway back." Tom turned to look for Sepron, who was floating on the waves a little distance away from them. The sea serpent looked exhausted from the struggle, and Tom felt a wave of pride at how well the good beast had fought. Touching the red jewel in his belt, he sent Sepron a thought message. "Sepron, come and see. This is the way home." The good beast swam slowly to the edge of the whirlpool. He raised his massive head, his mighty head, and stared straight at Tom and Elena. Tom smiled warmly as he knew that the sea serpent was thanking them. "Sepron is saying thank you, Helena," Tom said. "You're welcome, Sepron," Helena replied, as the good beast stared down into the whirlpool and then plunged into the depths. Tom gazed after him and saw his scales flare into life as he reached the sunlit water of Aventia. The sea serpent swam through the waves with all of his old strength restored. Then the sunlight began to fade, and the whirlpool water grew quiet, until the boat was rocking gently on the waves of the Black Ocean. "I wish we could go back with him," Tom said softly. "But we have a quest to finish." "Yes, we do," Helena said with determination. She moved towards the stern of the boat and took the tiller. "Let's get back to the shore." Tom grabbed the rope to tighten the sail, but as he did so, he spotted one of Narga's yellow teeth floating on the surface of the ocean near the boat. A sparkling yellow jewel was embedded within it. Tom leaned out of the boat and fished the floating tooth from the water, then used the tip of his sword to work the jewel free. He slipped the yellow jewel into one of the notches on his belt. "What does it do?" Helena asked eagerly. "I don't know yet," Tom replied. "I don't feel any different. Maybe it's because I can't stop thinking about the battle with Narga." Suddenly he will. Bleh. I need to drink. Suddenly his mind was flooded with pictures of the struggle. He remembered clinging to the mast, while Narga's heads snapped at him. He recalled leaping into the beast's back and how disgusting it had smelled. He imagined that he could still feel the wind whipping through his hair as he leaped for Eleanor's arrow. "Hey," he exclaimed, "I remember everything about the battle. The detail is amazing. I think the yellow jewel must give me a really good memory." Eleanor laughed delightedly. "That will be a big help. Now we won't just have to rely on Melville's lying map. We'll have your memory as well." Smiling, Tom took hold on the ship's rigging, and the wind filled the sails, driving the boat back towards the shore of Gorgonia. However, before they had gone far, a familiar blue glow appeared in front of them, floating across the waves towards the boat. "I think it must be Wizard Eldero," Eleanor exclaimed. Even as she finished her words, the good wizard's form appeared. Eldero was smiling. "Well done," he said. "Tom, you were just as much of a hero as I always said you would be, as are you, Eleanor." Tom felt a tingle of pride. "We only did what we had to. We couldn't leave Sepron to suffer." "What will be the next beast?" Eleanor asked. The good wizard's smile faded. "I know your courage and your skill," he replied, "and you will need them both for your next beast. You must be careful. You are about to meet Cayman, and she is more evil than you can possibly imagine." Tom exchanged a determined glance with Elena. "Can you tell us anything else about her?" he asked. But Wizard Eldero's form was already beginning to fade. His mouth moved as if he was still speaking, but Tom couldn't hear the words. "Wait!" Tom cried urgently. But the blue light had vanished. Tom couldn't see anything except the black waves of the rapidly approaching shoreline. "I wish Eldrew had been able to stay just a bit longer," Elena said. "He always reminds me of home." "I know." Tom was bruised and tired, but nothing could destroy his determination to save the good beasts of Aventia. "Remember, we're on this quest to endure. We're on this quest to ensure the safety of our home. We'll face Cayman, and whatever evil powers she has. And we'll win too," Elena agreed. "We've defeated 3 beasts already, which means we only have 3 to go," Tom said. "We are halfway through our quest, and while there's blood in my veins, we will succeed." And that was Chapter 10, Whirlpool. Yeah, Whirlpool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my read through Narga, the sea serpent. And I hope you join me next time with Cayman, the Gorgon Hound, I believe. right? Yeah, the Gorgon Hound. Well, hope you guys like and subscribe if you guys are interested in that. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.